It's raining today. Still beautiful. All right. Okay, Gwen, I haven't forgotten. So here it is. You're wonderful. Hang in there. Good job. And Anna, so proud of you. You are an absolute sweetheart. So keep going. And thank you so much for the kind words. Got a message from Liz? She like a moderator or something. I don't know. Said something about needing people, but anyway, so I guess any way I can get involved or have enough time during the day to do all this stuff, work, and maybe take one of these videos when I'm not driving, so that you guys don't get a first-hand look at my next car accident. But anyway, the questions I've been getting are a lot of how long you've been sober, all that kind of stuff. Give you the quick and dirty of it. I had almost a year under my belt. Okay, it was winter. I don't do well in the cold and gray and all that kind of stuff. I have a hard time with it, and I kept going back to a really bad, enabling, codependent relationship. And shit, I went the wrong way. But I got to the point where I was just kind of fed up, and I knew that there was nothing good there for me, and that things had just run their course. But as a lot of you can probably imagine and relate, when you're in a using relationship, it's just, you don't know if you're staying for the drugs or for the person, or if it's love or just codependence, and having somebody that knows all your dirty and dirtiest and darkest secrets. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I need a coffee. All right. Yeah, I kept getting pulled over by the police, and I knew she had a vindictive side, but it was like 3 times a month my car was getting searched by dogs, and I was careful. I kept it clean. Not clean, but drug clean. And finally, one day there was a lot of Xanax and stuff like that involved, and I just had enough. So I got out of there and called my dad, told him exactly what was going on, and finally opened up and just said, hey man, I need some help. Like, really, I need help. And he said, okay, where are you? And told me where to go. And I met him at a motel, and I got 9 Xanny bars under my belt at that point. So he basically dragged me up to the room and put me to bed, and started detoxing, read a lot, watched too much HBO, sick as hell, and just going through misery, sneezing always in odd numbers, 3, 5, or 7. I have no idea why. And then I decided on day 5 that I had a good 15 minutes of energy that I could muster. So I drove to Walmart and got Imodium and Gatorade and all that kind of stuff. And on my way back, I hit a little pothole, a big pothole, and jostled the things on my front seat. And there was a loaded syringe sitting right there. And we're talking like the 80 unit black and tan, all the stuff in it that I used to like. And man, I was shaking. I knew I was done, but at the same time, I'd imagine that's what a guy in the Sahara feels like when he's offered a glass of ice water. But yeah, I knew I would sleep well, and I knew the pain would stop, but I also knew in that moment that if I did it, it would just be shitting on everybody who hadn't given up on me, and it would burn all those bridges that were toasted but not quite gone. And I was shaking. I'm not gonna lie, it was not easy, far from easy. But I lifted the toilet seat, pulled the plunger out of the back, flushed the whole thing. And for me, that was a turning point. And surprisingly enough, that was actually a month ago today. So happy month to me. And just so you guys know, I don't know if you have a day sober, a month sober, a year, 10 years, anybody can fall, but at the same time, anybody can pick themselves up regardless of where you're at. Any day without a needle in your arm, that's a win. So do what you got to do. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Just never stop hoping. All right, love you guys. We'll talk more. All right, bye.